Who's next?
I think the PFL is next. You now you see that Savannah done followed me to the PFL.
Mm.
Yeah, she's an MMA fighter now, so
Yeah, so this MMA thing, like, how hard was it to learn all that shit, all that submissions and all the leg locks and all whatever the hell it is they do?
it's still hard. I haven't learned all that stuff yet.
Ugh, man, yeah, I mean,
Still, but that's the I don't know, maybe that's the joy of it. Like, the joy of it is that I'm going to get better every fight, right? And I'm going to continue to get better on the ground to where people can look at me in MMA and be like, oh, this girl, she fighting, got 6 fights and, 2 wins, or she's undefeated and Claressa's only 1-1. But they're going to see me go in there and be able to, like, really win these fights, so
right.
that's just the joy of it. And I'm getting paid good money for it and a
Good.
whole lot of exposure and stuff like that. So
Is it
it's cool,
like
but it's hard.
is it like you're almost bored with boxing because you're doing so well, you kind of want to challenge yourself?
No. I beat all the best girls early on. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah, I beat all the best girls early on to break records and all this stuff and uplift women's boxing. So right now, a lot of girls are telling me no. Like, I was willing to go to 47, 54. I beat all the girls at 60. Now we have 68. And the only girl at 68 right now is Shakur Green and Savannah Marshall. I've already beat Savannah Marshall already. She doesn't want to come to America for the rematch, so that's kind of out the window for me. And then with Shadesha, she wants to fight against Savannah. So it's like this little boxing triangle that can't really get
why won't she
solved,
come to the
really.
US?
She's scared. What you mean?
Oh, I thought maybe she couldn't or something.
She was just here
Oh,
in New York.
right. I remember that Tyson Fury had that thing where he was banned, like he couldn't come into the States. I got them confused.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I heard that before, but that was the first time that I've ever seen her come to America, to be honest with you, since the amateurs. So, yeah, I have. I didn't think she was allowed over here either until I seen her in New York.
Okay. Wow. So then, is there any fighter in history, female fighter in history, and I know there's not that many up until now it's really booming that you wish you could have fought, different
Oh
era.
man, even though I would have had to be so fucking perfect and sharp the first 3 rounds, but I would have loved to get inside the ring to even share the ring with Ann Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows I think I can beat everybody. Let's just be
Of course.
clear. But it's just like with her, it's like I'd be like, man, that would have been a good fight because we both strong. We both are just savages. We both gonna put our chin on the line. But it was like when I look at her, I look at myself like we're built somewhat the same, but she was way bigger than me, way stronger.
Mm,
And then of course I would have wanted to fight Layla Ali,
of course.
just because she was Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And
What about Christy Martin?
Christy Martin was not a skilled fighter.
She just hit hard. Yeah.
I wouldn't even say she hit hard. She was
No?
hitting hard to be fighting against people who do ballet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or strippers who they hired to fight her. Like,
Right.
it's a secret behind the madness. But what's her name? Christy Martin wasn't that good of a fighter to me. Now, I do respect her story and how she fought through some things and everything.
Yeah, crazy story.
Cool. Good for her. But her boxing skills were very, like, 1 through 10. I give them like a 3, 4.
I mean, speaking of, I saw, I forget what it was, where they talked about your story, and that, I really respect you for coming out, talking about all that shit that you went through,
yeah.
The traumatic events. Yeah, and, that's great, especially in a sport where I feel like talking about anything like that, you can't talk about weakness or shit like that because people, so yeah, that's great. And I think it's a great role model to young fighters coming up. They see you do it, they'll do the same thing. They'll talk about things,
Yeah, it's well, one, I felt the need to share my story because I am different than all the other female fighters, and I do have a different demeanor. Boxing may mean something different to me than what it means to them, But I wanted my fans to really be able to just learn me and know how I am and understand why I am the way I am. And
Right.
I may come off, I used to say like I'm a little rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? And I just say that so people can know, like, I'm not an angry black woman. I have been through a whole lot of things, but I'm a businesswoman and I'm about breaking records and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I have been through some things in my life that makes me, like, I feel like you got to talk to me a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to treat me a certain way. I don't like people like touching me and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I'm a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I
Right.
done been through a lot, and I've never truly been comfortable with men. You know, since
Right.
my younger days, being
Right.
the age of 5. So now that I'm 28 now, it's like I still have to deal with those things and figure my way out through it. But you know, I got a lot of male friends, but all of them know too, like, don't even go a certain route with me.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Like, I'm just different. Like, I don't joke like a lot of people joke. I don't do that stuff. But that's why I wanted my story to be out there, because it's a lot of girls who are like me, and they blame themselves for things that happened to them. And I wanted them to know that, it's not their fault. And really, the best thing that they can do, like the best revenge, is to just go out there and be successful. Whoever
right.
whoever the person was that harmed you, molested you, raped you, whoever, every time you do something great and be successful, it's going to hurt them to the core because they couldn't break you.
Right.
So every time I'm in like a movie, newspaper article, I win a new award, I always think to myself, I'm like, yeah, another one. You know what I'm saying? So they know, the person that hurt me know that you didn't break me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I continue to move forward with my life. I continue to be strong and to be powerful. I'm literally changing the world, changing women's boxing. So
You are. You are.
I had to really like embrace that and be happy about that, and really had to stop blaming myself. But I was mad for a while, just about what had happened to me. And you always think like, why me, but it definitely made me, not that it made me stronger, but it made me have to really rely on God so my mind can be stronger to deal with everything.
Right. Yeah, it's a cliche. It doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. But it's true.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you a couple more things before we wrap it up.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you about current boxing. The lightweight division is, you mentioned sparring Shakur, and it's so much talent. I'm curious if all 5 of those top guys fought, Tank, Shakur, Haney, Loma, Teofimo, if all 5 fought each other in like a tournament of champions, who do you think would come out to win and beat everybody?
Shakur Stevenson.
I hear that a lot. I hear that. And why?
You know what? The thing is, so did you say Ryan Garcia? No?
I did not. No.
Okay.
Should I have?
No.
I didn't think so.
So you said Teofimo.
Teo, Haney, Tank, Devin, Loma.
Shakur.
And Shakur. Yeah.
Shakur.
Okay.
Will come out on top. Now, the only one who I can say, like, you can say, it'll be out of Shakur and actually Devin. People, I feel like it's either Shakur and Devin or Shakur and Tank. But man, like, Devin and Shakur are great boxers.
Yeah.
But phenomenal boxers.
Yeah, they are.
But then Tank is just knocking dudes out left and right.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, Shakur getting hit 6% of his fights. Like, these guys are landing 6% on Shakur.
Wow.
And he's
I didn't know that was
at over 50%.
Crazy.
Power shot.
Right.
So when you landing like that and dudes can't hit you back and all that stuff, man, I think that's Shakur the man. He to me, he's the next pound for pound. He's the next Floyd Mayweather to me.
I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. His defense, like you were just saying, is just insane.
Top tier.
Yeah. Okay. And okay. So Going into the Spence and Crawford fight, who did you have winning that fight?
I didn't say nothing publicly,
Okay.
but those who close to me, I thought that I didn't see the fight going how it went. But
Nobody did really.
Terrence Crawford has been my pound for pound number one the past 3 years.
Okay.
So I knew that I thought Terrence would win the fight. I thought maybe he had dropped Earl Spence 11th, 12th round. I thought Earl Spence would get up. They would finish the fight, and there'd be a majority decision or a unanimous decision for Terrence Crawford. That's what I thought.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd be in the arena and seeing Spence get dropped the second round. Didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be like fourth and fifth round and me thinking to myself like, Lord, if this fucking ref don't stop this fight, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm cheering. I'm not even cheering at this point because I knew Terrence was gonna win, but it was like he's so dominant.
Yeah.
It's to the point that I'm looking at my Olympic brother Spence like, God, he taking a beating in here.
Yep.
You know, so that was just me. I was happy when the ref finally was like, no more. You know, I was like, oh. Whew.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, Terrence the man. I knew that he would win the fight, but I didn't see him winning like that. I thought it would be way closer, way tighter, way more competitive rounds.
Yep.
But he stepped up to the plate, and I think Bomac said the best thing in the world that I heard. They let Terrence Crawford grow into the weight class and get comfortable.
Right.
Like when he look at when he was undisputed up at 140.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how his body was built. He was a 140 pounder.
Yeah.
He wasn't big. He wasn't like that strong. Like he maybe was strong, but he didn't add that. See, good fighters add what they need for the fight ahead.
Uh-huh.
They add it. So over the years that Terrence Crawford been calling out all these guys at 147, man, this dude been getting stronger. He been filling out.
Yep.
He been learning how to cut the weight, where he's comfortable. I mean, he's been doing so many different things, and he came in there just dominant.
Yeah.
Crazy to see.
What?
It was.
So when you were done, when the fight was over, what'd you just think? You were just like, wow, it was that, you were just surprised that it was that easy? I hate to say the word easy, but you know what I mean. Dominant.
No, I was. But, see, people get mad because I say, it'd be like, bro, if I was a man and I was getting ready to fight against Terrence Crawford, I would have like 30 different game plans. Why? Because once you land a good shot on Terrence, you're not gonna land that same good shot again.
Right.
Or
right.
It's like he's a computer, so everything you do good, you're gonna be in there feeling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, I landed the right hand, I landed a hook, oh, I did this, I did that. But I have watched Terrence Crawford lose 4 rounds in the fight and then knock a man out in the 5th.
Yep. Talking about
I've seen it.
Yeah.
He's a computer.
Yeah.
He's a boxing computer. So it's like you gotta have 10 different ways, 15 different ways that you jab. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have all these different combinations. You gotta be moving left, right. Like you got to be trying to go to the body. You got to be avoiding his shots at the same time. It's so many different things you got to do.
Right.
And you got to be able to think as fast as him, too, because he's thinking like 5, 6 steps ahead.
Right.
And then,
right.
And he's fighting you, too. Like, he's mean in there. He's throwing hard shots. He punching you to the body. He makes sure his fists go through your face. Like,
yep.
He just so, like, focus. So when you fighting against somebody like that, you can't go in there thinking you're just gonna go in there and just stay in his face and walk him down.
Right.
You gotta make him think. You gotta move. You gotta jab. You gotta feint. It's so you gotta do everything. So the fact that he went in there and then he had like, I mean, I was surprised to see that Earl had one game plan, just to go in there and just stand there in front of him, take his shots and give his shots. I'm as tough as nails, and even I wouldn't do that.
Right.
That wouldn't have been my game plan.
Interesting. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So that was the biggest surprise, was his lack of kind of a plan B, C, D.
Yeah, plan B, C, D, because he was like, okay, if that's not working, switch to something else.
Right.
But
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think there's going to be much of a difference if they fight at 54?
mm. You funny. He know what the power is
Can't hear you.
like. No, I was saying he know him already.
Okay.
He know what his power is like. He know what his speed is like. He can come in there and put forth a better effort, 100%.
Mm.
But is that when somebody destroy you like that, they always got the ups on you, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
it's gonna. I don't think so, but I believe that he will get in the gym. He will train harder. He will be better. But I think Earl should be fighting at 60, 68, like Floyd said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. So I guess the last thing I want to ask you is if you could give me your top 5 greatest fighters of all time. Yours.
Okay. Ooh, you got some good questions. Okay.
Thank you.
So you said just of all time?
Yeah, like the top 5 fighters that you think are the top greatest fighters of all time, pound for pound. 5.
Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe
Good one.
Louis,
Good one.
Floyd Mayweather,
Okay.
Andre Ward,
Andre Ward. Okay. One more.
the greatest of all time.
All time.
I mean, I can't really say. Well, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would. I was gonna say, like, if you talk about who my top 5 is right now, it's different than my greatest of all time. I think that if Terrence goes and beat Jamel Charlo and then he fight against Canelo and he beat Canelo, he'll be added to my list of
Yes.
greats
Yeah.
of all time.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But right now he's my pound for pound. Second on my list pound for pound. I haven't even done my list in so long, but Shakur probably number 3.
Okay.
I still got Tank up there.
So you got Tank, you got Crawford, Shakur.
Yeah, so we got Terrence, Shakur, Javante. Yeah.
Does Canelo still make your list?
Inu, he's up there.
Oh,
And
anyway.
yeah, Canelo can still make the list. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or because it's like I think he lost the fight to Bivol because Bivol was just too big. Weight classes matter.
Yes, I agree. So he doesn't
And,
lose his ranking. Yeah.
yeah, but it's like Bivol should be up there, up in top 10 though.
Right.
Like it was my first time watching a new fight when he fought against
Cool Boy.
Cool Boy recently. That's like I only seen highlights of him,
Me
but
too.
to actually see like a full fight,
Me too.
I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this dude good.
He could fight.
Good.
He could fight. He could box. You know, he
Yeah.
wasn't just a puncher. Yeah.
He was smart. He's mean in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't expect to see that. I haven't seen that kind of. I do used to that athleticism, but it'd be like, dang. I was thinking like, I want to see him versus Tank.
Yeah.
That was one of my things. That's all I had.
That could possibly work, but you know, I think he started really at like 115, maybe. I'm not sure. So that might be a stretch for him. But
hey, Pacquiao started out what 108 and went all the way to 147.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you too. Last thing. The Usyk fight, was that a low blow in your opinion?
Man, I saw that.
What do you think?
Shit. It looked like it hit him right on the belly button.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's not really low, is it?
But I don't know if it nipped him on his, lower part before it got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, The final punch landed at his stomach, but I didn't know if maybe it like, what do you call it, grazed it or whatever.
Right.
I
Right.
have no idea because I don't have nuts and I don't know how that shit feel. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like that was a clean ass body shot.
Yeah, it did. And also, you know better than anybody, when you get hit low, well, I guess you don't have nuts, you don't know that, but he reacted the way a stomach shot, like knocking the wind out of you, that's the way he reacted. Right?
I have to go back and watch it, but I want to know, where was the ref even standing at to say that it was a low blow?
Right. That's a good point.
Like, did he even see it? Or did he just believe that, when he hit the ground, I don't even remember if he grabbed his nuts or if he grabbed his stomach. I have no idea.
Nothing. He just started, like, he couldn't breathe. He got the wind knocked out of him pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's not your nuts. When you get in the nuts, you don't get the wind knocked out of you.
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened before that, but I know I definitely seen the punch land to the stomach, and then I seen him. Matter of fact, I remember like the replay. He did grab it and he went down. So he did grab his stomach. He didn't grab his nuts. So
Right.
Hey, look, you know what they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
He was doing both. Well, look, champ, man, I really appreciate you talking to me.
For sure.
And let's chop it up again.
Yeah, and thank you, for your patience. I know you've been hitting me up the last couple days, man. I'll be on the road. I'll be moving a lot.
Yeah, of course. I know you're busy. I know you're busy, so I appreciate it.
For sure. No problem. Peace out, you guys.
All right. Peace.
Bye.